What if nearly 3,000 years of history had been hiding a secret that could change the way you see the Bible, the world, and even yourself? What if 10 entire tribes of Israel vanished, not just from the land, but from memory itself? Imagine a people chosen by God, gone, without a trace. And yet the scriptures hint they might still be out there. But where and why? The truth is stranger than fiction, and it's right here, waiting to be uncovered. The story begins in the 8th century BCE, when the Assyrian Empire marched into the northern kingdom of Israel. Tribes who had lived there for centuries disappeared. The Bible speaks of them in whispers, the 10 tribes carried away into exile. Yet, the question that has haunted scholars, kings, and explorers for centuries remains. Where did they go? Some say they were assimilated into other nations, forgotten by time. Others believe they were scattered to the corners of the earth, carrying with them secrets, sacred knowledge, hidden prophecies, and even clues about the end times. Ancient texts hint at their migration routes. Some point east toward the mountains of Media and Persia. Others suggest west, across the Mediterranean. And there are whispers in obscure Jewish writings, from the Talmud to the Dead Sea Scrolls, that the lost tribes were never meant to disappear. They were meant to wait. Wait for a day of reckoning, a time when God would call them home. But if this is true, then the question becomes, why has no one found definitive proof? Why would a people chosen by God vanish so completely, leaving only riddles behind? Some modern historians claim the lost tribes were absorbed into existing nations. But explorers, from Josephus to 19th century missionaries, reported encounters with tribes claiming Israelite heritage far from the Holy Land. Could these claims be real or merely folklore? And if even a fraction of these accounts are true, what does it mean for the promises of God in the Bible? Could a lost lineage be walking among us today, unseen, unrecognized, yet carrying the destiny of Israel itself? The trail of the 10 tribes is like a web, stretching from Asia to Africa, Europe, and even the Americas. The Pashtun of Afghanistan, the Beta Israel of Ethiopia, the Igbo of Nigeria, tribes separated by oceans and continents, yet exhibiting customs, rituals, and genealogical claims that mirror ancient Israelite law. Is this mere coincidence? Or is there a hidden pattern, a divine design etched into the movements of people across time? Some scholars have examined their language, their ceremonies, even genetic markers. The results are startling, suggesting that threads of the 10 tribes may indeed survive, hidden in plain sight. Imagine standing on a high plateau in Afghanistan, watching a tribe perform rituals that echo Levitical law, or walking through a village in Ethiopia where traditions perfectly match descriptions in the Torah. You realize the Bible's narrative is not confined to one land, one people, one era. History, scripture, and prophecy intertwine in ways so intricate, so mysterious, that every discovery becomes a doorway into a deeper, more haunting truth. The 10 tribes were never lost. They were scattered for a purpose, and that purpose is far from finished. Yet, for all these tantalizing hints, the global search remains frustratingly incomplete. Some suggest secret societies and hidden scrolls were meant to guard the knowledge of their fate. Could ancient kings have deliberately concealed their whereabouts? Or is it possible that the 10 tribes are waiting hidden for the ultimate fulfillment of God's promises? Every clue, every fragment of oral history brings us closer, but still keeps the mystery intact. Maps from the medieval period point to settlements across Asia, Mongolia, Siberia, even the valleys of China. Legends speak of golden tablets, sacred relics, and priestly orders that preserve the rituals of the lost tribes. Could it be that somewhere, high in a mountain or deep within a forest, exists a community that has never forgotten its covenant with God. A people untouched by modern history, yet alive with ancient traditions. Every artifact, every story, every trace leads us down a labyrinth of history that challenges what we think we know about the Bible and about humanity itself. Now consider this. If even one of these tribes still survives, their return could fulfill prophecies that have been spoken for millennia. The idea that the lost can be found again resonates deeply, not just as a historical quest, but as a spiritual reality. It's a reminder that God's plan is never truly hidden, only veiled until the appointed time. And for those who follow the thread, who dare to trace the whispers of history, the journey becomes personal. What if your ancestors, or someone you know, carry the bloodline, the faith, and the destiny of one of these lost tribes? Some modern researchers claim to have traced links from Israel to communities in India, Japan, and even remote parts of the Pacific. Are these links legitimate or the result of wishful thinking? Could the Bible itself be pointing to a hidden diaspora that has shaped the cultures of the world without us even realizing it? And if so, what secrets, what ancient wisdom have these people carried across the centuries? The Hebrew prophet spoke of a day when the tribes would be reunited. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel. They all hint at a gathering, a restoration, a return to the covenant. Could the lost tribes still be out there waiting for that moment? And more provocatively, could the search for their fate uncover hidden truths about the Bible itself? Truths that challenge our assumptions, force us to rethink history, and reveal the astonishing reach of God's plan. Now imagine for a moment a tribe living in isolation, thousands of miles from Israel, still keeping traditions that trace back to Sinai. They may never have seen Jerusalem, yet they honor the Torah in ways that mirror Scripture perfectly. This isn't legend, isn't myth. This is a living echo of a vanished kingdom, and the possibility that they exist today, hidden, unknown, untouched by history's records, is both awe-inspiring and deeply unsettling. Some explorers report meeting elders who speak of their ancestry in coded language, passing down the story of a promised return. Are these isolated memories, or are they fragments of truth? Could it be that the Bible's record of the 10 tribes is not a tale of loss, but a map for the present, a guide for those willing to seek the hidden paths of God's design? Evidence becomes harder to ignore. Customs, language, rituals, genealogical patterns, they appear across continents with no clear explanation. Could these scattered peoples be a living, breathing testament to the enduring power of God's covenant? And if so, what does that mean for us, for history, and for the future? Could the Bible itself be a key pointing to hidden locations, secret tribes, and divine plans that we have yet to fully comprehend? Imagine walking into a remote village, hearing songs that mirror the Psalms, witnessing a community living as the Israelites did centuries ago, and realizing the promises of God may be unfolding in real time. The lost tribes are not just a historical curiosity. They are a bridge between past and present, between prophecy and reality, between heaven and earth. And for anyone willing to follow the trail, the reward is staggering. A connection to history, to Scripture, and to a mystery that has captivated humanity for millennia. Yet, the search is far from over. Some believe the tribes were hidden deliberately, protected from empires, wars, and exile. Could ancient wisdom have orchestrated their survival, ensuring that when the time comes, they emerge not as relics of the past, but as key players in a story that is still unfolding? Maps, oral histories, genetic studies, and ancient texts all hint at one thing. The 10 tribes may not be lost. They may be scattered, waiting, ready to return when the divine plan requires it. This is a truth that challenges our understanding of history, faith, and identity. And as we trace the threads of evidence from obscure scrolls to remote tribes, the realization dawns: the Bible's story is alive, and the lost tribes are a living part of that story. The idea that an entire people chosen by God could survive centuries in hiding, carrying sacred traditions, and yet remain invisible to the world is nothing short of miraculous. It is a testament to the endurance of faith, the power of divine purpose, and the unbroken thread of history that connects the past to the present. So, where are the 10 lost tribes of Israel? Are they hidden in the mountains of Asia, the forests of Africa, or the islands of the Pacific? Or have they been living among us, invisible yet present, waiting for the day they will be revealed? The answers may lie in the texts, in the traditions, in the people who still honor the covenant. And the greatest mystery of all is that the search is far from over. If you want to follow the trail, uncover the secrets, and see history rewritten before your eyes, subscribe, like, and share this journey. Because the story of the 10 lost tribes is not just history, it's a living mystery, and it's closer than you think.